Hey there, this is Zero. Welcome to episode 10 of my West of Loathing Let's Play series. I will shoot a sign so we can start. And here we are. Last time we turned in the remains of the Potem King gang. And now it's time to look what we got to do. So let's just sort this here. New things first. Snake spleen. So only 2 dynamites left, so that's not that great. Maybe we can buy some more. Oh, there's the flower girl. Didn't I see the flower equipped? Yeah, we got stench resistance. Let's equip this filthy porcelain. Porcelain? Whatever. Cool. That's better. +3 melee and +3 spell damage. So, then, no, I don't want in the saloon. I want the trader. And does he have dynamite? No, well then I want in the saloon and let's sleep a night. Maybe he has some more then. And maybe the post has some post for us. You go to sleep, you dream that you're trying on new hats in a canoe, but then you meet someone who looks exactly like the Grim Reaper, but isn't. You wake up, drenched in sweat. Well, okay then. You wake up, refreshed and restored, and hungry and sober. Let's mosey. And new map locations, so I will get rid of that notification. We have the Daveyard, the railroad camp, the old mission, the old millinery, I hate that word, and the lost Dutch oven mine. I think we should visit the Daveyard or the railroad camp. I have ignored these for quite some time, but let's check out that dynamite first. Oh, merchant is here. I keep forgetting that. And 2 dynamite, not much, but at least something. Anything else of interest? No. Can we sell something? I'm sure we can, but do I want to sell something? Everything looks so useful. Maybe this here, fundamentals of Nextmax. I can't read it anyway because of my dear partner, so maybe let's sell this. And we got a floppy derby. We should keep that. Oh, that's right. We can trade this old petrol cap for our new fancy hippie hat. So, and right, this carriage. There's a weird ghostly carriage here. Get in. Not at the moment, but I keep ignoring. Oh, yeah. I run into Tina, my horse. Let's confirm main. She neighs with whispery gratitude. Let's leave her alone. So I'm ignoring the carriage once more, and Lazy A Dude Ranch is where I want to head. To your delight, you see the silhouette of a big circus tent towering over the pines. You discovered a new map location, a circus. Okay, I will ignore it. I want to get my head. Oh, I got to the circus. Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus all the way out here. There's basically nobody around for miles. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown. Clowns. Not a fan? They are so creepy. When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Heh, those old fairy tales. Demon clowns and demon cows fighting wars in hell? Right. And supposedly rodeo clowns dress up like that because the first rodeos were reenactments of those battles and it became a traditional thing. If you ask me, 30 odd years ago I'd have said you were nuts for even considering that might be real. These days I'm not so sure, but that fella there is just a man in makeup with a crap job at a carnival. Yeah, I know, still creeps me out though. Looks creepy. Then I want that head, so I will head to the head. In a devastated cornfield off to the side of the trail, you see a similarly devastated scarecrow. Its shirt is untucked, its head is knocked off, and don't even get me started on the state of its ascot. We can't fix it up. Then let's sigh wistfully and write on. Nailed it. And up to my head. Head. Here I am. Did you find one of those old army heads, man? I'll trade you. Yes. Nice, man. Barter is like commerce, man. Except natural. Can you dig it? You got an item? Strange headsack. Yeah, groovy. Alright, let's equip this. +4 muzzle. That's great. This head is more like a sack, woven from red, gold and green wool. It's like something out of a dream. Yeah, and I look like a dream. So now we can do whatever we want. I don't know what I have to do at the lost... A shot rings out and something buzzes past your ear. You quickly dive behind a rock just in case these two things are connected and not just say someone hunting nearby and also there's a bee. Peering carefully around your rock, you eventually spot movement in the underbush. It's a hunter with an old-fashioned matchlock rifle and a cloak with leaves stuck to it, which is less effective as camouflage than it sounds because all trees around here are pine trees. You also notice that he's been out here a very long time, which you can infer from the way he is literally a skeleton. Yeah, I bet. No, we will fight him. And is he strong? Yeah, of course he's strong. Why not? Oh my good old friend Dynamite. I guess I need to use you again. That's great, and that's not great. I actually have no other option. Now I may use some medicine for myself. No, this is poison. Will deal 10 hot damage and set the target on fire if the target is flammable. Well then, let's try this. And he is hot. Well, now I can whip him with my snake and the fight is over. Won anyway, that's all that matters. You won, now it's the hunter who has become the hunted. You got an item? Cargo jeans. Alice picks up a bone and examines it carefully. Her eyes light up. Evidently she had an epiphany of some sort. Alice has become stronger. Way to go. What have I do at this lost Dutch oven mine? I have no idea. Let's see our cargo pants. Where are they? Are they equipped? Great. 4 pistol attack damage. Well, we can use this. Dearly. Desperately. And what to do here? I would like to have foraging. Maybe I'm missing something. But I won't spoil myself by googling. No. It's your partner, then let's talk to her. Fraud. I'm not stepping 1 inch closer to that place, so don't even ask. Yeah, no, I'm not that cruel. But you are crazy enough to go investigate that stink yourself, I'm betting. What stink? Well, maybe. Wow, those are some stinky fishers. I can't get any closer. Not without some stench resistance, at least. Alrighty then. Let's equip it again. No, this was the complete opposite. Not the derby. The flower. Where's the flower? So, this is great. And I don't think that's working. Or is it not equipped? So we can actually go on, and now there's a level 1. That doesn't sound good. This seems like they are more level. These lockers are all unlabeled and unlocked. Let's loot them. Miner's pens and a gas mask. Huh? Could use this 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I literally could have. What does this pen do? And the gas mask. This thing was hard to see out even before it sat in a dusty mine for 15 years. And minus 3, and 15% stench resistance. Well, would be better if all of those were a plus. Can we equip this? Yeah, but now we look stupid. So let's keep on that fancy head. And what does the miner pens do? You can't wear these if you're over 18 feet tall. You can't wear these if you're over 18 feet tall, because they'd be way too small for you. I figured that already, and no, let's keep our cargo jeans. The miners must have eaten down here to avoid the stench upstairs. Let's grab what's left. Plum pudding and Vienna blood sausages. Oh boy, there's a spittoon. I don't know what kind of tobacco these miners are chewing, but it must be extra corrosive, because this breast spittoon is a hole eaten through the bottom and dark stains underneath it where the spit leaked out. Although oddly, it doesn't seem to be leaking now, and it's half full. I guess the miners plugged the hole with something. Let's inspect it. It's a spittoon. It's disgusting. You can practically see the sink lines coming off of it. Come on, let's not do this. Let's inspect the spittoon. Ah, geez, fine, okay. You crouch down and take a careful look at the filthy spittoon. The inside is blackened with years worth of stains. The death broth inside has a rainbow sheen like a parking lot oil spill. And occasionally a little bubble pops on the surface. You can actually feel a slight warmth radiating off it from whatever dire chemical reaction is taking place in there. You realize you're holding your breath, not deliberately, but from the human body's natural instinct for self-preservation. Let's inhale. Imagine someone made a big pot of chili con carne and left it under the porch. 3 rats crawl into the pot, eat half the chili and then die. A week later, a family of cockroaches takes up resistance among A family of cockroaches takes up residence among the writhing maggots. The cockroaches smoke thick black cigars which they light with tufts of burning human hair. That is what it smells like. Well, we got so far, let's search it. Fortunately for you, the rainbow-colored film on the surface of the liquid coats your hand as you plunge into the toxic stew, keeping it from being immediately dissolved down to the bones. The smell intensifies and your stomach prepares to host the poisons of your arm with a high-pressure stream of vomit. Let's keep searching. Your fingers touch something at the bottom of the spittoon. Better pull it out fast while you still have something to pull with. Then let's pull. You pull the world's most disgusting pair of pens out of the spittoon and jump back as the hole at the spittoon bottoms, now unplugged, begins to leak steaming filth. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of the worst object I've ever been paid to think about, narrowly defeating a leather bondage harness made from the skin of a clown. You got an item, spit-soaked pens. Hooray! This was worth it. This is a great episode for pens. And for one hit. +2 armor and +2 speed. Oh, the speed thing is nice. These pens look and smell like they were used to line the bottom of a leaky spittoon. And there's a very good reason for that. Yeah, we all know that reason. Is there a crate we can pry open? Yes. We got a can of kerosene, smelling salts and thermos of spiked coffee. Then let's check out what those funny descriptions mean. Thermos of spiked coffee. When you walk deep underground, it's hard to keep track of whether it's the appropriate time to drink whiskey or the appropriate time to drink coffee. Eventually, you just stop trying. Increases your speed by 1 for the rest of the day. So that's That and smelling salts. This is a bottle of foul-smelling ammonia crystals designed to disgust people into being more awake. I think I already got one of those. Seems familiar. And can of kerosene. It's surprising how many obstacles can be overcome simply by covering them with gas and setting them on fire. This item is used in combat, weakens foes and makes them flammable. So, great things we got out of here. Can we interact with this Betoon again? No. Can we interact with this minecart? This one's already been picked over. This cart is empty. And there's an elevator. It's all rusty. Let's oil it. You lubricate the elevator liberally. Then let's ride down. You emerge from the elevator into a deep shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. It's unusual that there would be this much readily available meat left in a working mine. What were they digging for, if not this? Curious. It's an exposed meat vein, so I guess... Oh boy, there's a human. A crazy sounding human. This guy is totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling and doesn't seem to even see you. Let's try to talk to him. Hey buddy, are you okay? Blob, blob, bibble, berto, gorto, glop. You wave your hand in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. Well then I think it's a good idea to keep going. And what is this? Shovels. Dull to uselessness. Was one of the miners digging with his helmet? And what is this? Is this a cow? Oh, looks like a miner died trying to dig deeper with their hands. An ominous ladder leading down into a deep dark pit. Then before we head into the pit, let's just check out if we left something in here. Doesn't seem that way, but checking is always better. And poor guy, can't do anything for him. And down the pit. A lot of skeletons. Oh, a fancy gem. This gem is pretty, but it smells terrible. We need a pickaxe. We are in a mine. Why can't we? Should I read all of them? The finger bones are all splintered. Your heart is pounding. This guy seems to have gnawed off his own hands before he died. You have to get out of this pit right now. This guy worked his fingers to the bone digging and then worked his bones to the marrow. You have to get out of this pit right now. No, we need to get on with it. As you get near the rocks, the voices in your head begin screaming too loudly to ignore. You have to get out of this pit right now. Fine, fine. Great. No pickaxe, nothing to do in here. That's bad. Can we talk to him? No, then let's leave him. And maybe let's come back with our... Too bad I don't have any already. Everything done here, so... We need to go to our new map location. What's the humming cave? A lot of hums in there. Let's check back in Dirtwater and look if there's something in the post office. Maybe some post. But the horse smells weird. Interesting. Do we have anything? Hi, I'm Horse McCree. Any mail for me? Yes, actually. Package came for ya. Here ya are. Oh, we got a package from Rufus. Thank you. Can we do anything here? No. No, then what's in the package? It's a package from your younger brother Rufus. He's weird, but he's a sweet kid at heart. Let's open it. Here, bro, I found this and thought it might help you. You might help you not die. You got an item, modern snake oiler issue. Nice. Ooh, what's no? Dear, geez, you really missed that kid and you miss your parents. You get all nostalgic just thinking of it. Is nostalgia mode unlocked in options menu. Sniff. That's great. Is everything looking this way? Well, maybe a bit better for the eyes, but I will turn it off. Maybe. And now let's read that old issue. We have quick draw, bad medicine and strong medicine. We already know those. Learn quick on the draw. You practice the techniques described in the article until you are moving so quickly that you can't even see yourself. You got a skill, quick on the draw. Then you notice that you also can see the magazine. You must have dropped it somewhere while you were moving so fast. Whoops. So, we got post, and what do we have to do now? Let's just think for a minute. The water I run into trough. That's too bad. I will keep ignoring that ghost code for one more episode. So, what's near Desert House? There was the Desert Gang. Let's visit the Daveyard. Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It's sitting on a section of minecart track about 12 feet long, which starts nowhere in particular and ends even less of somewhere in particular. Let's check it out. It's mostly full of plain old rocks, not even very interesting looking ones. However, if you left without searching it thoroughly, you just end up driving yourself crazy later, with the thought that you might have missed something valuable, and so you spend a good half an hour inspecting rocks and eventually find one that might be worth something. You got an item, unrefined meat nugget. Nice. And the Daveyard. Finally we are here and I wish we had more dynamite. Let's talk to Alice. Don't like this, don't like one bit at this. Well, oh, I mixed up the voices. Don't like this, don't like one bit at this. Well, if we are going to hunt down the necromancer, this looks like a good place to start. Watch out for those piles of bones. I can tell just looking at them that they're ready to jump and fight. We'll be ready. And let's read. Here lies Dave B. 1834 to 1884. Died with his boots on, but not his pants. Let's dig up the grave. Ooh, we got some brown boots. But I'm not that anxious at the moment, so they won't be that useful. Where are my boots? Oh, they are equipped. Aside from a light dusting of what looks like blue chalk, these boots are remarkably well preserved for having spent so much time in a grave. Ooh, +1 maximum HP, so we can whip skeletons now twice with our snakes. Restless remains. And we have 2 AP, that's nice. Then we can actually slap it 2 times with the snake. So, 1 time. And now it's Alice's turn first. Let's shoot it. Oh, she makes 5 damage. No. And let's whip it again. That's great. The head and all. You made the restless remains more restful. You got an item, handful of loose teeth. Alice surveys the scene and jots down some notes in her little notebook. Hooray! And another grave. Here lies Dave C. 1828 to 1884. Went down in the art theater. 1884 and 1884. Is this just a coincidence? Here's another grave. Dave J. 1884. Rapapapo. Alright, let's dig up. You dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag. Strange. Let's reach inside. You reach into the garbage bag and are surprised to find that's full of pudding. No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? Let's keep digging. You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglob the wet and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. You got an item. Dave's secret sauce recipe, whatever. Just combine these ingredients in a small pot, stir, and abracadabra, rapapapapow. Take this back to the chef at the Jewel in Dirtwater. Ah, so this is something we needed to do here too. And let's fight. Oh, he has a plank. Then let's whip him with the snake. Still deals the most damage. And shoot him. Just a teensy bit. And at least not that much damage. Right now. Victory. We made it more restful and 2 skeleton bones. And Alice keeps on studying. 1851, at least not 8084. Died of a heart attack. See you in minus 36 years. Here lies 8084. Interesting. He was looking to the sky to save him, but even the sky can save a fella from like 40 angry bears. Yeah, I guess it can't. Looks like the gravedigger left his lunchbox here. Oh boy, free lunch. And some sausages and thermos-like coffee. And another restless remains. These bones are jumping around to beat the dickens. Beat the dickens out of them. Looks like a smart looking skeleton. Well, it looks like a chef, but we got a snake. Oh no, I don't want to deploy one. Well, anyway, then let's shoot him. Oh, what's that? Oh, he makes spooky damage, so now we can slap him with the snake. And that's great, he only has 5 HP left, so Alice can finish him. Another victory, feeling greatly victorious today. And a skeleton bone. So these don't seem restless. 8084, murdered by a different fella named Dave G. And 8084 again, the truth was out there, it killed him. What is this? It's a pile of bones that isn't moving around for a change. Let's dig through it. It mostly just boring broken bones, but you do find a skull with a weird take on it. You got an item, skull with an odd take on it. Let's see that thing. This skull has a little paper tag tied to it, which has inter-cemetery loan on one side and some notes on the other. Let's examine it. The tag on the skull has a serial number and says it was borrowed from the submission catacombs on February 19th, 8086. Geez, this thing is really late. Skull, check him out. Oh, actually nothing happened. That's too bad. I thought there was a thing we could do. Can we go to the right? No, so this is the last thing to explore, but this episode is way too long already, so I would say, as always, thanks for watching and auf Wiedersehen.